Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Nothing is impossible. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can!
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, hosted by the one and only, the Forex God, the Forex King. It is Luke, your mentor. As you can see by the titles of this video, we'll be breaking down a trade that I took on NZDCHF last week. And before we get into the video, do hit that like and subscribe button, as it helps your boy with the YouTube algorithm. Without further wasting any of your time, guys, let's get into the video. So as you can see on the monthly time frame, literally the market has been in an overall downwards trend. As you can see, the market's creating lows, these highs, these lows, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, the potential lower high. Now I just want us to zoom in quickly. I'll just hide my chart. Now, as you can see, that even looking at this recent PA or price action, the moving averages, it's red over blue. Now we did come to this level right here, which is around about 53,000. Market came all the way back, tried to actually push above and it actually did create a high, but it failed to maintain that high. As you can see, the markets are creating lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then started to close and trade below the moving averages. As you can see, with a strong momentum, bearish candlestick came back, retested this level of previous test as support, now tested as resistance, pushed back again to these levels right here around about 0.55,000, came back, retested this level of resistance, and then dropped. As you can see, the market has literally been maintaining below the moving averages for these couple of years, in fact 2 years. Now recently what has happened is that the market came back to retest this broken level of support, came back, retested as a level of resistance. It failed to maintain, had a strong impulse of bearish candlestick, and then consolidated for a couple of months. As you can see, we had like this inside bar consolidation. Market then tried to push all the way up, in fact even reaching about 0.56,000, but again it failed to maintain above, closed below, and then the next candle came back with a bearish candlestick, retesting the blue moving averages, and then came back again, maintaining just below this level of resistance. And then the next candle tried to push, actually break this moving averages, but instead it just retested and then pushed all the way back to the strong level of support, which is around 0.52,000. Again, the next candlestick, it tried to push back down to our 0.50,000 and then maintained above. So as you can see, the market has literally been in this consolidation on this recent time frame, on this recent PA. However, overall we are in a bearish trend. Now when I looked at the weekly time frame, as you can see, guys, we had this high, this low, this lower high, this lower low. Market actually broke this high, creating these higher highs, and then as you can see, the market then impulsively broke through impulsively, breaking below this moving averages. Even as you can see, the moving averages, they then shifted, they crossed around this area, and as we came to our 0.50s, and now as you can see, the market is somewhat retesting this level of support, previous broken level support, and now testing as resistance. It retested the first time, as you can see, point A, point B, and then pushed all the way back, retested these levels right here. Again, these are very strong level support, and as you can see, found some form of liquidity, and as you can see, we are currently maintaining or just below the red moving average. On the daily time frame, again, looking at recent PA, we had a spike along these level of support right here, previous level of support. We had a spike, push back, closing below this strong Mariposa candlestick, and as you can see, the market came back to this level right here, found a level of liquidity, and then started pushing up. But as you can see, we still have weak exhaustion or bullish exhaustion around about this area. Now let me just turn this on Now, as you can see, I'll just use this arrow-headed trend line. We're at this high, this low, lower high, lower low, as you can see, and then we had this. Now, currently, we have this lower low and a potential, and what I do anticipate the market potentially either respects this level right here of previously broken level support, or it can come all the way to this point and push back, or it can actually even push up. Yeah. Let me just adjust this quickly. Now on the H4, guys, what I'd seen was that on the H4 structure, we had this impulse correction, this continuation right here, continuation. So we had this impulse correction, continuation, and then what I noticed is that this was the recent lower high, and you know that market structure, once a lower high is broken, now we anticipate a break of structure and potentially a reversal. And as you can see, the market did break structure, and so what I noticed was that since we had this initial high, initial low, lower high, lower low, and a potential higher high and a higher low, what I was anticipating was for bullish a bullish trend now, or change in structure. So let me just hide this for now, or delete it, delete this as well. So what I noticed was that, okay, since we had created a higher high and a higher low, what I was looking for after this now was a break of structure, at least this structure right here, for me to now get into a buyer. Because as you can see, let me just drop to my H2 time frame. What I noticed on the H2 is that we had this high, this low. We broke below this high low, creating this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And so what I was looking for was a break of structure for me to get into a buy. Because guys, what can happen is that we do not necessarily know what the market will do. We do not what's the word I'm looking for, we do not predict the market, but we just react to the market. And so the market could have continued in this bearish trend if it wanted to, unless we had a change in structure for me to actually confirm that now I can get into buys. Now on the H1, guys, on the H1 time frame, once I'd seen this, so on the H1 we had actually 30-minute, forgive me guys, so on the 30-minute I'd seen that since we had created this lower low relative to this higher low, so I drew my fib from this point A, point B, and as you can see, market literally hit my negative 61.8. so negative 61.8. we also had divergence. As you can see, from this point to that point, the market is basically where divergence as well. I think it was either on the 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. We can just try to, yeah, perfect. As you can see, this low right here is lower than this low. And so what I noticed was that even at this point right here, we sort of like had this bearish trend, we had divergence. And so what I then drew was this right here, which signifies to me a break of structure, BOS break of structure. We saw that impulsive break of these highs, creating a higher high and a higher low. And so what I was looking for was just now a shift in structure, because even on this particular time frame, we were still creating lower lows and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows. And again, what I was looking for after this was a potential break of these highs and a lower and a higher high and a lower and a higher low to be created, and then for me to actually enter. And as you can see, guys, that's when I entered and I drew this fib. I think you saw this 30-minute fib. I drew this 30-minute fib, and that's potentially where I had entered into this position. This was where my stop loss order was, my take profits, and my stop loss order was around about this area. And that's how I actually capitalized on this particular trade, and I gained roughly I think it was 3.2, somewhere there. 3.2 or somewhere around about there, guys. 3.2% on my trading accounts, and so it was really a good trade to take. And look at this, around about Monday could have entered. So currently what I do see is that we have divergence, as you can see. And so we have this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, high high, high low, high high. So I'm gonna just draw this for now. And depending on what the market does to this, like if it basically breaks right here, obviously I just might just anticipate just a retest of this broken level of structure, and then a potential just pull back, and then from there just wait for this and then continue buying, because again on the higher time frame such as the H4, my bias is still buys. But again, also have this level of resistance right there on the H4 time frame. So again, this can potentially play out. So guys, we've reached the end of the video. We have reached the end of the video. If you've got till this far of the video, do hit that like and subscribe button. And without further wasting any of your time, guys, peace out.